Hello there, young explorers. Today, we are going on a fantastic adventure to learn all about measuring length. Get ready to discover the amazing world of measuring length. Metric and US Customary Units with your friends at Reading Readiness Centers. Imagine you're in a world where everything has a size, from tiny ants to tall trees. And guess what? We have two special ways to measure how big things are. Metric and US Customary Units. Let's start with metric units. These are like the worldwide measurements used by many countries. We use millimeters, centimeters, and meters. When we talk about metric units, we are talking about how long or how wide something is. It's like telling a story about the size of things around us. Think of millimeters as tiny dots on paper. They are so small you can hardly see them, but they help us measure things like the width of a pencil line. Centimeters are a bit bigger. We use them to measure things like the width of a book or the height of a small toy. To measure millimeters and centimeters, we use a special tool called a ruler. It's like a magical measuring stick that helps us find out the size of objects. Now, imagine a meter as tall as a grown-up. To measure longer things, like the height of a door or the length of your classroom, we use something called a meter stick. Now, let's talk about US Customary Units. These are like the special measurements used in the United States. US Customary System uses inch, yard, foot, mile. An inch is really small, about the size of a paperclip. We use inches to measure small things like the length of a paperclip. We use a ruler or measuring tape to measure inches. A foot is bigger, like a playful puppy. To measure things like the length of your shoe or the width of a tablet, we use a simple ruler. A ruler typically has both inches and feet marked on it. Do you know there are 12 inches in 1 foot? Now, imagine a yard as long as a big jump. It's used to measure longer things, like the distance from your room to the kitchen. A yardstick is used to measure it. And finally, a mile is really, really long. It's used to measure really big things, like the distance from your house to your school. A measuring wheel is used to measure distances. Great job, little explorers. You've just become fantastic measurement detectives, using both metric and US customary units. Keep practicing, and you'll be measurement masters in no time. Thank you for joining us on this exciting measuring adventure. If you had a blast, give us a thumbs up, share with your pals, and make sure to subscribe to Reading Readiness Centers for more thrilling learning journeys. Stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll see you on our next big adventure. Keep learning, keep smiling,